If it is not scientifically backed, then it can't be true and it's not worth my time. That's a belief that I probably held up until a couple of years ago. It's not as black and white these days for me. And hear me out. So I did train in science. I studied medical biochemistry at university. I taught chemistry for 9 years, plus a little bit. I'm in my last little bit now. And I love research. I love diving deep into the original sources. I love the critical thinking and the meta-analyses and the questions that research gives us. I love being able to match the solution to the problem and making outcome-based decisions. This isn't an I hate science debate. I do love it. But out of everything in this universe, we have data on so little. There is a vast amount out there that we literally have no data on whatsoever. And so something that started to niggle in the back of my mind was, why would all of our conclusions about life and the world in general be so limited to that tiny amount of data that we do have? Surely, like Mendeleev, father of the modern periodic table, we leave gaps with the information we don't have yet. Nowadays, there's more room in my life for ancient wisdom, intuition, and integrity. There's room in my life more than just logic and productivity and objectivity. We're human beings with emotions. We are not machines. And I have to say, I have struggled with the idea of intuition in the past. In today's culture, science and logic and facts and evidence hold a high standing, and rightly so. I would probably have sneered a little bit at the idea of someone making a decision based on intuition in the past. And the truth is, I had no idea what intuition was, let alone how to connect to it myself. So if you're wondering right now, like, exactly what is tuition? How do I get more of this in my life? Let me define it for you. So intuition is the ability to understand something instinctively without the need for conscious reasoning. It's hard to listen to intuition and recognize it in your body though, when you're not actually connected to your body. Our subconscious mind and our bodies process far more information than our conscious mind perceives. And decisions that feel right for us feel good in our bodies. They feel expansive. Our bodies often do know what we need. So just have a think for me. Have you ever had something not turn out so well? And when asked what you knew, when you knew it was wrong for you, you could honestly reply from the start. Yeah, I've had decisions like that too. I know I've made decisions in business and relationships that looking back just didn't feel right from the start, but I was so set on my pros and my cons, on my goal, that I went for them anyway. I knew they were wrong for me, really. And if you've made decisions like that too, I'd love to hear about them. And decisions also, when did you trust your intuition and it turned out well? Share your stories in the comment below, and whilst you're there, head to the description section, click on one of the links for your free Getting Started guide, and I could be landing in your inbox in a couple of moments. So, my biggest tip for tuning into your intuition: slow down. Make space to sit and be silent. Breathe and do nothing. As simple as it sounds. You don't need to go out seeking for the answers. Sit and let the answer just arrive at your feet. It will come without you having to force it. And I just want to leave you with this knowledge. Maybe in some ways we are cleverer than the tiny bit of data we've gathered in modern times. Maybe, in fact, we have more wisdom within ourselves than modern culture and advertising would like us to believe. Some decisions do need to be fully reliant on data. Others do not. And some are a messy, wonderful in between. There's no need to make this black and white. It's not science versus intuition. I believe there's space for balance between science, data, logic, and intuition in our lives. Maybe modern science is in fact an incredibly useful tool for us to use as whole, complete humans with a lived experience. But maybe it's not always the full stop. What do you think? Let me know and hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.